Still,
All right.
under 100 for a Leafs game's unheard of.
Florida Panthers, 2-time Stanley Cup champions. They're not in it right now.
$48.
I talked to a guy who got lower bowls for $50.
Yeah, but they've never cared. So
it's still
I mean, like comparing the Leafs to Florida is a completely different.
No. But now in 2026, now you can compare. This is what happens when the product isn't up to snuff.
Like
Sam.
Florida's ticket wasn't $50 2 years ago, last year. Yeah.
No. And now, for the first time, the Leafs are now in that scenario where, hey, you missed the playoffs. You're not successful. You're like the rest of the team. It's less in demand.
Okay, that's okay. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say, like, it is much more newsworthy that a ticket to a Leafs game is $90 than a ticket to a Florida Panthers game is $40.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they've been $40 for their whole, like, unless for the last 2 years they were a little more, but it's still way less than it would ever be here.
My point is just what losing does now in 2026.
And I think the way you are losing is different too, where it's a team that had high
That's
expectations.
a big part of it. It's not, it's versus expectations.
And a complicated relationship between the team and the fan base, where I do think that there's a lot of people that were dying for any reason to quit on this core. That, like, they were just chomping at the bit, where they've seen all these playoff failures, and at the first sign of trouble, I mean, it's, this market begged for my whole life.
Yeah, but this isn't the first sign of trouble.
No, but I mean, they've been good. They've been in the playoffs. They've been a playoff team. They've been accumulating points.
Yeah.
But like my entire childhood, into my 20s, it's like, oh man, only if the Leafs could get a number one center. Leafs could get a number one center. And the first sign of them, not being any good for the future, they want to trade their number one center at age 28. Like, people just have a very complicated relationship with this core, and they just we're dying for a reason to quit on them. It feels
it's
like
crazy to have so little goodwill. Their last 4 seasons, they've had
They have
115
no
points.
It's no goodwill.
115 points, 111 points, 102 points, 108 points. That's their last.
Last year
4.
was 108.
108 their last 4 seasons.
Those are great numbers.
I mean,
Those
incredible.
are great numbers.
And you'd think you fall off for one season and you prime to try to run it back next year. You'd have some goodwill from that, but the postseasons, the way they've gone, the expectations were so high.
But they've had a lot of bad losses at that point.
But
a lot of losses.
This is,
a lot of
but
bad
it doesn't feel like Florida's goodwill, right? Because they got a lot of their guys coming back, and there's
Florida next year.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and there's cups behind them.
There's cups behind them, but there seems to be a good base there still that you can ride out for another year, 2 or 3. I don't know how long they
and
go.
there's skepticism here.
And here it's where the real assets now in this organization compared to Florida's.
They called up Michael Pezzetta.
Sammy, you've been calling for this.
I don't know whether I should be honored or terrified that Brad Living listens to Leaf Stock, but
Michael Pezzetta called up from the Toronto Marlies, and this will be shockingly. I learned today he hasn't played one game yet for the Leafs.
Not a game.
I thought they
Not
snuck him in somewhere.
No, this is it. This is his Leafs debut. He's thrilled to be part of it. What's strange is because of the veteran limit rule in the American League, he's played 37 American League games all season. I believe he's 28 years old.
we do the Leafs games every night. You thought he played for the Leafs?
I don't know. I thought at some point he didn't
I'm with
sneak in a game.
Year's a blur. Who knows? But yeah, no, he has not snuck in a game. He's
one
27
I can tell
years
you if
old.
he shoots left or right.
Which way does he shoot?
Left.
Oh, that's a
Correct.
guess. Good guess.
No, it's not a good guess. I know he shoots left.
He, the craziest part of this to me is that he didn't get signed to a 2-way contract. It's a 2-year, one-way NHL deal for $812,000, the 1.6 whatever million they gave him.
I had him in game 1 opening night.
I did too. I just thought they wanted discount Ryan Reeves, a guy who you could put in the press box, who would give you what he could on the forecheck and energy. Just a little pace. I don't know how bad he's been in the American League for him to get no looks at all, but anyway, he's got 200 NHL games under his belt already in the American League. He's got 4 goals, 10 assists, and 75 PIMs in 40 games, something like that. So, I don't know. He's, by the way, lifelong Leafs fan.
I know. He's super excited.
Thrilled.
I know.
To be a Leaf.
You want to play his clip about playing for the Leafs?
Yes.
Let's play.
Yeah, I think it's just like pure excitement. Like even just being out there morning skate, like just so excited. Like I said, I could barely sleep last night. Just excited. You know, anytime you get the opportunity to be back on NHL ice, it's exciting. And then just to be able to put this Leaf sweater on for the first time, I'm sure it's going to come with a lot of emotions, and I'm just excited about it.
5 back of excitement.
I would have him rub up against every player on the team tonight because I need some of that passed on.
So that's 100% why he's in tonight. They're like, this guy is jazzed up. He says, Luke Fox wrote about him today. It's not hard to cheer for the Leafs being from Toronto. I can't even explain how stoked I am. And then he adds, insanely fired up before the holidays.
Just watching him tonight will be worth it.
This is what I thought was going to happen. And here,
This was my point.
I was like, who's he going to fight tonight?
Yeah, it's poor Ross Johnson.
Ross Johnson's a murderer.
Yeah, he's
That
gonna
is
have
the
to-
worst case scenario for
He's gonna have to
Pizzetta.
kill Ross Johnson.
Just jump him.
But like,
That's coming. He's got to jump.
I mean, to your point about business and giving the fans something to cheer for or whatever, like
Yes.
this is what I mean. They know Michael Pizzetta's game. Like, I think this is the reason he's in the lineup tonight because there's potentially be a little energy and some chaos for a fan base that's seen nothing.
If he forechecks well and plays 5 minutes and doesn't fight or something, like it'll be disappointing. I expect him to
He's
yell at someone tonight.
100% fighting.
Yeah, he's,
I would bet.
Ross Johnson reading the call-ups today was like,
Oh
God, here we go.
We're going to get something. We're going to get a different feel for sure than what we've seen in the last 8 or 9 games. So it's good enough for me.
Jansen Harkins fight. If I'm Pizzetta, I'm looking for it. Truba might. Gudis, I'd go fight.
Gudis won't fight.
No, but you can make him look silly by not.
Yeah.
Cowan. How many minutes against Ottawa?
You want to hear what their thought
Oh,
process
Chief.
is? Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear from head coach Berube on Pizzetta. You want that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Clip 1.
Like I said, we're going to look at guys down there, and he's one of the guys that we wanted to see. I'd say for a little while now. You know, we wanted to try to get him up here, and so he's a guy that's going to bring in lots of energy, and good skater, strong skater. So we'll see how it goes.
You wanted to get him in for a while now.
I don't understand
do it
that.
anytime you want.
So what happened? Like
We're all looking for the guy who did it.
So if you wanted him, like,
we wanted to get him in.
Like,
but
doesn't anybody follow up with what? Oh, hold on for a second. So what kept it from happening, and who was playing so well that you couldn't fit him in? But I don't know.
Yarny was undeniable.
you couldn't get the croak.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I think tonight it looks like Lorentz and Dakota Joshua may be scratched.
Yeah.
Tough to be scratching Joshua. You just gave him 3-year deal.
Well,
He's
I mean,
been injured.
You didn't give it. You traded for it.
Right,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
You
So,
traded
like-
for it, gave him you traded for the
Yeah,
3-year
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
And then he's been injured, and now he's back. Like, you can't give him some runway to get going. Got to have a line of, stand by
Listen,
for this one.
I know he was out, but there was plenty of opportunity to show runway.
Okay, tonight the third line is Michelli, Grew, Robertson. He can't get in. Michelli, Grew, Robertson.
I know, but
Michelli, Grew.
I gotta tell you, I'd rather
I'm
have
okay.
all
I'm
three of
okay.
those guys
I'm okay with new look, new energy, new feel with
I
guys.
gotta tell you, fourth line of Pizzetta, Quillen, Yarncroke is awesome, and I'm not being facetious. They are going to be flying. Flying.
see.
Yarny, you say what you will about Yarny, he can move.
Eh,
He sure looks like he's got the water bug stems anyway. That line is going to be on the forecheck. Not going to have a clue what to do when they get it, but
they won't.
it's like when the dog catches a car.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Cowan?
Sure, let's do Cowan.
All right, Cowan.
Playing on
How many
That's
minutes?
some good stretch.
Okay, hold on for a second. How many minutes in Montreal? Was it over 18?
Yeah, 18, 20.
Which is a big number. Big number. Tonight, he finds himself playing on a line with Austin and Willie. Let's have a listen.
That's some good stretches at times. You know, I think